Hello everyone, I hope that you all are doing well at your home and keeping yourself safe. So like every week, once again I'm here to welcome you all to the new episode of Sky This Week video series and to keep you updated with the upcoming celestial events. So in this order, today we will discuss with you about all the major astronomical events that is going to happen in this week, starting from 24th of May to 30th of May. So let's see what are the important things which we can observe in this week. So we start from the May 24 and we will see the conjunction of our natural satellite and the Venus. So Moon and Venus will share the same right ascension, with Moon passing just 3 degree 41 minute to the south of Venus, and the Moon will be only 2 days old at that time, and the pair will be very difficult to observe as they appear no higher than the 11 degree above your horizon. So we can see on the screen that the pair is very difficult to observe from some place, because the exactly visibility depends on the sky condition at your place or your local horizon. So if I remove the ground from this application, we can easily observe this beautiful phenomena. So we can see on the screen that the Moon and Venus appear closest in the sky as we see from the earth at that time. So after the sunset you have only 1 hour 21 minutes to observe this pair, and the Moon will be shining with a magnitude of minus 8.3 and the Venus will be shining with a magnitude of minus 4.2 at that time. So this is our natural satellite Moon, and this is Mercury, and this is Venus. So Venus is easy to locate in the sky because it is the brightest object in the night sky. So just above the Venus you can easily find the Mercury. It is very faint to observe, but from some place where the sky is very dark you can easily locate the Mercury also. So on the same day the conjunction of Moon and Mercury will take place. So Moon and Mercury will share the same right ascension, with Moon passing just 2 degree 46 minutes to the south of Mercury, and the pair will be difficult to observe as they will appear no higher than 15 degree above your horizon. So you can see that the three heavenly bodies, the Moon, Mercury and Venus, and the conjunction of Moon and Mercury and Moon and Venus will take place on the same day. So just after the sunset you have only 1 hour 38 minutes to observe this pair also. So Moon, Mercury and Venus, all the three heavenly bodies will lie in the constellation of Taurus at that time. So you can easily see on the screen that this is the constellation Taurus. So this is the sky for 24th of May. So now we will talk about the sky for the May 26. So from time to time the small round and black shadows cast by the Jupiter's 4 Galilean moons become visible in the amateur telescope. So once again we can observe this phenomena on the May 26, when one of the 4 Galilean moons, the Io, will pass in front of the Jupiter's, so it will cast a shadow on the Jupiter. So we can observe this phenomena once again on the May 26. So let's zoom in the Jupiter. So if we fast forward the time, so we can see that Io, which is one of the 4 Galilean moons of the Jupiter, is about to pass in front of the Jupiter, so it will cast a shadow on the Jupiter and it can be seen with the amateur telescopes. So we can see on the screen that Io is passing in front of the Jupiter. And these four are also the Galilean moons of the Jupiter, the Ganymede, Europa, Callisto and Io we have already seen. On May 28 we can observe a globular star cluster in the constellation of Scorpius. So the globular star cluster M4 will be well placed in the night sky for observation. So at a declination of minus 26 degree 31 minute, so it can't be seen from the latitude much more north of the 43 degree north. So just find the M4. So this is the constellation Scorpius, and this is the globular star cluster M4. So let's zoom it. So at 9:20 p.m. it will rise to an altitude of 20 degree above your southeastern horizon, and then it will reach to its highest point in the night sky at 12:50 am, 34 degree above your southern horizon. So it will be shining with a magnitude of 5.4 at that time. So it will be too faint to be seen with the naked eye, but you can see it with a pair of binocular or even with a amateur telescope. So this is the sky for May 28. So on May 29 the Mercury will be at dichotomy, so we can find the Mercury just after the sunset. So if we fast forward the time, so we can see on the screen that just after the sunset we can see the Mercury. So this is the planet Mercury, and it will be at dichotomy on May 29. So Mercury will reach half phase in its 2020 evening apparition, and it will be shining brightly at a magnitude of minus 0.1 at the time. So this apparition will be exceptionally well placed and reaching a peak altitude of 22 degree above the horizon in some upcoming days. So you can see on the screen that this is the planet Mercury, and it will be at dichotomy on the May 29. So it will be half illuminated at that time. So this is the sky for May 29. So let's see the sky for May 30, and moon will reach its first quarter phase on Saturday May 30 at 9 p.m. in the evening. So first quarter moon rises at noon and set at midnight. So this is a natural satellite, the moon. So just recenter it and try to zoom in. So we can see that at that time it will be 55% illuminated, and it will be shining with a magnitude of minus 11.28. So the term first quarter refers not to the moon's appearance, but to the fact that our natural satellite, the moon, has now completed the 1/4 of its orbit around the earth. So this is the significance of first quarter phase. So now we have discussed all the major celestial events for this week, starting from the 24th of May to 30th of May. So we have discussed all the major astronomical event that is going to happen in this week. If you want to get more information regarding this or any topic regarding the space science and astronomy, then feel free to ask anything. Write down your query in the comment section. So if you like the video, then smash the like button, subscribe to our channel for more amazing content related to space science and astronomy, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as we upload any new video for you. So thank you. Until then, wish you very clear sky.